Remember, these are sworn statements that they already have given, and the public already has knowledge about it. And then all of a sudden, bigla-biglang magbabago. And dito, magiging maliwanag talaga sa taong bayan that maybe there is this pressure, there is this insurmountable, sabihin na nating pananakot, no? Undue influence that was given upon them, and certainly maaaring ito yung mga naging dahilan bakit sila bumaliktad.
Dito naman po sa naging pahayag pagbulgar nitong si Senadora Amy Marcos na meron daw magre-recant ng kanyang testimonya daw dahil pinressure, tinatakot yung mga kamag-anak, tinatakot daw yung pamilya Prof at yung iba, pinatutungkolan dito si kay Guteza. Ano po ang basa niyo po rito?
Well, ito nga, no, sa totoo lang, maaaring may katotohanan. We don't know. I think Senator Amy Marcos has her own intelligence networks, no? And nakikita naman natin itong si Guteza, no? Mukhang maliwanag, no, yung kagustuhan pa nga nitong ni Senator Ping Lacson na siya ay kasuhan dahil allegedly nagsisinungaling daw or like that. But then again, this man braved himself, you know, he turned himself in and he tried to expose what he believes is right and what he believes is the truth. And yet, parang ang lumalabas pa rito yung mga nagsasabi ng katotohanan, sila pa yung kakasuhan, at yung mga talagang perpetrators at talagang nagnakaw, sila yung safe, kumbaga. And I think if ever na may mga pagbabago sa kanilang mga testimonya, makikita naman natin ito na eventually later on. Pero I don't think, and I'm not seeing the credibility of these people remaining intact if they are going to go 360-degree full turn doon sa kanilang mga naunang sinumpaang salaysay. No? Remember, these are sworn statements that they already have given, and the public already has knowledge about it. And then all of a sudden, bigla-biglang magbabago. And dito, magiging maliwanag talaga sa taong bayan that maybe there is this pressure, there is this insurmountable, sabihin na nating pananakot, no? Undue influence that was given upon them, and certainly maaaring ito yung mga naging dahilan bakit sila bumaliktad. At the end of the day, yung optics nito at saka yung perception ng taong bayan ang titignan natin. How are the people, or how are we going to take this? Is this something that we will take as a matter of factual reality, or is it a matter of influence, no, that is being cast upon them? So power play lang naman ito at the end of the day, kumbaga.
Opo, dito naman po tayo sa naging pahayag naman ni SP Tito Sotto na meron na daw panibagong coup dyan ulit sa Senado. Meron po siyang pinalutang Prof. Anong nakikita niyo po rito?
Well, if there is really a coup d'etat happening in the Senate, it only demonstrates that the majority of the senators are not happy and they're not satisfied with the way the Senate is being run. It's as simple as that. Kung merong talagang mga elemento, halimbawa sa Senado, mga miyembro nito na gusto kang palitan at mas marami sila kaysa dun sa gusto kang manatili sa poder, ibig sabihin nun, may mga bagay kang hindi tama na ginagawa or may mga direction na maaring hindi naayon doon sa talagang layunin at prinsipyo ng Senado. And if ever this will happen, then I think Senator Tito Sotto just simply have to accept it, no? Na talagang ganun And nung pinalitan lang din naman niya si Senator Jesus Cordero, it's the same thing, no? Maaring sumama ang loob niya, pwedeng mangyari yon, bakit hindi? Pero this is the normal recourse, and this is really how they change their leadership. And I think he understands the dynamics naman sa Senado. And kung sakasakali naman magkakaroon ng pagbabago sa Senado, tayo naman, wala naman tayong magagawa kundi, kumbaga, antayin yung magiging desisyon ng mayorya kung ano ang kanilang gagawin.
Opo, may nakikita pa ba kayong patutunguhang dito na maganda sa investigasyon? Kasi biglang biglang pinutol yung investigasyon publicly, no? Dito sa Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Sa kalagitnaan doon, binuksan yung mga posibleng investigasyon sa Dolomite, sa Pharmaly, meron pang pumunta yung ICI doon sa Davao City, kahit yung mga residente naman doon ay hindi na nagre-reklamo. Meron pang mga pasabog si Terry Ridon, kaugnay doon sa Davao City, na as per pahayag naman doon sa taga Davao kompleto, at meron ding mga ipinakitang ebidensya. Nakikita nyo po ba na may maganda pang patutunguhan ito, or sadyang nangyari yung hindi na sa publiko, na stop yung investigasyon, at meron pang sinasabi itong si Senador Amy Marcos na magre-recant, nahilot na ang dapat hilutin ng mga posibleng nasangkot dito po, lalo na mga malalaking isda siguro ito, Prof. Tingin nyo po?
Well, ako po, with all honesty, for as long as the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee or the Senate is still being handled by the same people, ako po hindi na naniniwala. Kasi if they are really vowed to find and figure out the truth in here, the truth is there right in their very noses. They just don't want to see it. At hindi ko maintindihan, kitang-kita ng taong bayan, kitang-kita natin lahat ng ebidensya. Pero sila, hindi nila nagagawa itong tignan man lang. Because we know for a fact, no, kung ano ang nangyayari. Sa ibang bansa nga, no, whenever allegations of corruption surface, they themselves, they resign. Dito sa atin, investigations are going on in order to puddle the very perpetrators. Investigations are going on in order for us to be shielded from the truth, so that the real masterminds will go unscathed, no? Kumbaga hindi sila talaga kumbaga yung mismong instrumentalities ng gobyerno ang nag-shield sa mga tiwali. Wala na talaga tayong aasahan. Diba? If it's the government with all its resources, with all its power and its might, and they're using it, no, to protect the very people who are supposed to be the enemies of accountability, ano pang aasahan natin? No? So, siguro lang ang the most that we could have here is sana may mga masampang kaso, may mga mapakulong pa din, ano, pero I don't know kung yung punot dulo nito, no, yung pinaka ugat, ika nga, malalaman o makikita natin, ano, because I believe at this point in time they are heavily guarded and they are being secured properly.
Opo, and idagdag ko na lang din, Prof, yung sa ano pala, yung sinasabing may warrant of arrest na itinanggi ng ICC, parte ito ng ano pa rin, paglilihis sa tunay na issue?
Everything is, at this point, I believe everything that they're doing is against the Dutertes. Everything, even the arrest of Senator Bato de la Rosa is there to actually decapitate the opposition, because we know for a fact that Senator Bato de la Rosa is with the Duterte camp, no? And I think what's going to happen here is that if in case they will be able to surrender again itong si Senator de la Rosa sa ICI, that will strengthen yung hangarin nitong mga to, no? And I'm sure they might be filing against another impeachment complaint against the VP, and again, maaaring itong isa ito sa magpapahina doon sa posisyon ng ating ikalawang pangulo. And I believe everything is being done within the context of the 2028 elections, ano? And they are, like I said, they are not focused on what is the real problem. Rather, their focus still remains with the Dutertes. And I hope sana, no, nakikita nila or nare-realize nila that the more that they're doing this, the more na ginagalit nila yung taong bayan, no? Hindi ko sinasabi na marami sa ating mga kababayan pabor o kampi sa mga Duterte. Pero certainly marami sa ating mga kababayan galit dito sa ginagawa nilang corruption. But then again, if they are not focused on the real problem and rather they're focused on trying to pin down and weaken the Duterte base, then I think ito yung nakikita ng taong bayan, ito yung hindi nagiging maganda na na imahe ng ating pamahalaan. And sana ma-realize nila to the sooner para hindi na lumala ang problema.